Welcome everyone, this is Andy, 79Z28. This is part 5, I think. Can't keep track of them anymore. Last video we did, we actually were forming the 300 blackout brass, and at the end of it I had to put it in my tumbler to clean the lube off the brass and stuff. So this bucket here is the brass. Gotta love the way it comes out of the tumbler. Okay, and that's a wet tumbler, that's not a vibratory. Okay, today we're going to do trimming the brass to final length. Okay, now this is the world's fastest trimmer, I guess they call it. I don't know, they have so many names. Anyway, this is the 300 blackout one. This is what it looks like. Now, most people just clamp it up in their drill press or their drill and they go to town. Well, here's a little tip. This is an old vitamin bottle. Okay, the cover obviously comes off. Okay, you could do it the other way. You could use the bottom and drill in, but whatever. You drill a hole in the center and you put this inside. Then you put this on the drill. It catches all your brass filings or brass shavings. All right, now let's remember to tighten this, otherwise we're going to do nothing. Okay. Now, Broke-A-Loader, let me know when you notice it. Okay, Broke-A-Loader, when you notice it, let me know. Okay. Now there's a few ways you can go about handling the brass. Let's get this turned on and set. Okay, that's on and zeroed. Okay, a lot of people handle it. They just pick up the brass and they do their thing, and they got to really hold the brass, and you know, it kind of gets sore on the fingers. Okay, so after I do that, I'm turning that off for the noise. You got to deburr the brass again, and let's see, 0. Let's see what we get. First one out. Let's see. It's 13600. There you go. That's what I trimmed the brass length to. Okay. Now, there are other ways of doing this. I can't use my hands. They get too sore too quick, especially when you're doing 500-600 pieces of brass or more. So then there's the old dollar store glove with the rubber hands on it. Okay. You can hold the brass a lot easier. It's a lot easier on the fingers. Okay. Turn it off. Okay. See where this one comes out. Okay. Sometimes that happens to me. I don't know why. I got a short case. It's just not formed right. I won't save it. Okay. That goes in the scrap. Take another one. Okay. Deburr it. Deburr and chamfer, as you people like to call it. Okay. That's 1598. Close enough. Okay, so again, I do each one. I measure them. I don't, you know, I do one that's complete. Another one in. Okay. And 1.3595. Okay. Now there's the other option. Lee makes this adapter to show. Okay, I forget what they exactly call it, but it's an adapter that you can put in a drill. Okay, and so I use a handheld thing here. Flip it in, put the brass in. You can see this takes a lot longer. Okay, and then you just hold it like that. over here, like that, and you gotta unscrew it, and you can measure it. 1.360. Okay. So there are different ways of holding the brass. Again, most of the time I'm not in a hurry, so I load it up, deburr it, take it off, I measure it, 13595. Okay, so and then you do it by hand. Sometimes the brass catches, it's a little rough. This one is. I think I have to 13585. Alright, I'll keep that. Okay, sometimes I'm gonna have to probably make my cut a little bit larger. $13590, and it really depends on when you work the brass and you form it. Okay, your bump back could be off a thousandth of everything, and then it changes your overall length because the 1.3595. Again, I'm just doing these a few by hand. I'm just trying to think if there's any other tips I wanted to talk to you about. .3595. I also find it easier pushing down than pushing sideways. I can, I have my drill press upside down. I've used to do it on the side. I find it much better from the top. 1.360. And we'll only do a few more because 1.360. Okay, here's one. Let's turn this off for now. One little other tip. I see people measuring things, and I don't know how to put it. It's not that it bothers me, but I see people taking their bullets. Okay, let me zero this. Okay, and they try to put the bullet in like this. Come on, baby. Okay. And they try to put the bullet in like this to measure their diameter. Okay. It kind of works, but I don't know why you do it that way when you can just go across the flat with the tip of it and get the real measurement. Okay. It's each his own, but I don't understand why people do it this way, because if you're not exactly centered with the bullet, that could be anywhere. Okay. So I don't know. I worked in a machine shop. I mean, I'm not a machinist, but we always measured round surfaces this way. But again, to each his own. Those are my zinc bullets. Let's turn this off. Put this little clip back on. I like this to have a nice flat surface when I measure my brass. Okay, let's turn this back on. Maybe 0 to that point. Okay. And we just put this in here. See, this is 13695. This is after forming the brass. So you do it, fire it, and let's take this measurement. 1.360. So it's not hard to do. It's just time consuming because, there's a lot of brass to do that too. 1.360, there we go. We're on track now. Everybody has their own lengths. They like to trim their brass too. I chose 1.360. And you know, I haven't had any issues so far. I have not actually reloaded any brass that I fired. I haven't reprocessed any of it. This is all like new converted brass. I'm working from that until I find my loads for my 2 different rifles. I will not do those because once I get the loads, then that's the brass that, you know, fitting to my chamber for the way I load it. So you know, we'll deal with that at a later time as I get more rounds through both guns. Which on my bolt action, I'm looking for subsonic loads like I do in my 223. Okay, I'm using a powder that nobody really uses, so it's hard to really tell you. In my bolt action, it's a Mossberg for the 223. It's a 1-in-9 twist. I'm shooting a 62 grain lead bullet, but made in zinc. It's a NOE mold. It comes out to 40 grains in zinc, and the load that's working in my rifle, that's lights out at 25 yards, one hole. I know it's only 25 yards, but one hole at 25 yards, and basically it's 4.8 grains of Winchester WSH, which is very close to green dot. Okay, so that's just giving you an idea of a level of powder. Now I worked that load up. I went from, you know, I found where it tightened up, and then I went back a half a grain from where it tightened up, and I worked my way up in 0.1 grain intervals from basically 4.5, and I went up to 5.4, and the magic number was 4.8, 4.6. 4.7, the glue closed tremendously, and at 4.8, it was a one-hole group. At 50 yards, it's about a ½ inch. So I'm happy with that. My 300 blackout, well, I haven't actually gotten to that point to know the load yet, because I'm addressing the, I have an AR, which I was having problems with because I chose a poor powder for doing it. It wasn't fast enough. It's just something I had a lot of, so I figured I would try it out, and it was no good. I wasn't getting complete powder burn, and it was fouling my chamber, and after about 3-4 rounds, it prevented the bullet from going into battery, because it just was too much dirt in there. And anyway, so now I have H110, which I'm going to load for the blackout, the 300 blackout AR, and I'm going to start around 15 grains and work my way up. Once the action once the bolt works and locks open, then I will. That's the point. From that point forward, then I will try to work up a load. Again, I'm not looking for full loads. Okay, I just want to work the action and then where's the accuracy note above that. Now I am using, let's see if I can hold this so you can see. This is I just sent a bunch of these to James Pollard and to Booze and Bullets. This is, let's see if I can see this in the video. Yep, that's coming out good. This is a Lyman 311 322. It's a 180 grain bullet, gas check. In zinc, it comes out at approximately 115 grains. And this is what I'm shooting out of my AR and the bolt action. And the bolt action is also I think it's a 1-in-8 twist that I got. I don't know. So that's set for that. I got the, what did I get? Anyway, So anyway, that's the bullet I'm shooting in the 300 Blackout. And again, this was James Pollard had made a suggestion. Not James Pollard, I'm sorry. Broke Loader. And I hope you noticed. Anyway, that's it. It's going to be a short video. I don't want to, bore everybody. It's already 15 minutes. We'll catch everybody on the flip. Happy reloading and good shooting. Andy, 79Z28, signing out.